7 Tips for Creating an Effective ESG Board of Directors Presentation. Dear Board Reporting C-Suite Executives. A message from Yusuf Azizullah Global Board Advisors and BoardRemedication.com CEO. An environmental, social and governance ESG Board of Directors presentation is a critical communication tool for organizations committed to sustainability and good governance. It can educate directors about the organization's ESG performance, assess progress relative to goals, and make decisions about future priorities. Here are 7 tips for creating an effective ESG Board of Directors presentation. Cater to the different skills of your Board of Directors. Cater your ESG presentation to the varied skill sets of your board members. Understand every board member's ESG skills, interest level on the topic, and understanding will be mixed. For example, if your board is vital in finance, you can focus on the financial aspects of ESG. Include examples of how ESG factors affects the creditworthiness of your organization. Ratings and scores. If your board is vital in marketing, you can focus on how ESG is communicated to the public. 2. How ESG data points span cross-functionally can be highlighted in the presentation. The board members should be educated on how ESG data points and factors span enterprise-wide functions, HR, finance, legal, marketing, IT, supply chains, and varied functions, and the jurisdictions it operates. 3. Every board should understand how the company will be evaluated in that industry. How is the company operating, culture, ESG metrics, how the company is doing, how are we doing to improve on ESG factors. Jane Bomber serves Clarivate and 2 additional public companies in the USA. What ESG factors are we measuring? How are we doing in those ESG factors? My recommendation would be an analysis, a strategic roadmap with tangible action items planned by the CEO, CFO, and C-suite on how we will improve those baseline measurements. ESG presentation with factors highlighted should be tailored to the specific company and industry. For example, a pharmaceutical company will have different ESG priorities than a food company. An environmental presentation for a power company will be other than one for a renewable energy company. 4 ESG systems being implemented to capture baseline measurements. According to Jane Bomber, the board needs to know, like any new ERP implementation, what ESG systems are we implementing in the company, and how are we doing with them are relevant to the board. 5. Creating an ESG department and agenda for Chief Sustainability Officer. The Chief Sustainability Officer, CSO, is a new role in most organizations who are in charge of creating an ESG agenda. The CSO should be able to report how the company is doing against its Net Zero 2030, 2050 commitment goals, and what progress has been made with materiality assessments. The CSO should also be able to report on the effectiveness of different ESG factors, initiatives, and policies established. The board presentation is crucial for the CSO to report on progress and get buy-in from the board for future endeavors. 6. Some metrics measurements relevant to the industry, analysts covering the stocks in their analysis. ESG data points factors most pertinent to the institutional investors, analysts covering the stocks in their analysis. Example, CDP Water Disclosure Scorecard, Carbon Disclosure Project, CDP Climate Change Report. The organization's carbon footprint, water usage, and waste production. Community engagement metrics. Employee satisfaction and retention rates. 7. How ESG and company culture are being affected, measured against ESG factors. The company culture is a crucial driver of ESG. Example, a company with a strong safety culture will have lower workers' compensation. How are we doing? What can be done better? Are employees happy with the way things are going? What does the future look like?